You know, Jessica Alba, she gave you a ride before. How would she do on Orange is the New Black? How long would she last?
Now, here's the thing about Alba. I mean, that is an incredible businesswoman. So if anyone could make a situation, you know, as long as she could get herself in a good, you know, situation, she could maybe make like prison lotion, prison lip balm. And, you know, let's face it, there's nothing really to complain about when you're looking at Alba. So, I mean, those are two serious things, two serious assets she's got going. Is a terrific business savvy and a pretty sensational sort of misdirect of an outside. I feel like she would probably fare better than you would suspect. But then again, what do I know? Let's get very frank around the fact that the show is fiction, you know? So, frankly, would any Hollywood actress do well in a real prison situation? Probably not. But if she were not an actress and had the same sort of tools, but was actually more criminally minded in the first place, then maybe. So
that's a great analysis. Tell us about your outfit.
Oh, it's a whole opening ceremony situation. Yeah. I saw it walk down the runway. Everything looked like outer space. And I thought I'd love to be a part of outer space. So I thought I'd wear it here tonight to celebrate. Because this movie has so much to do with outer space. In fact, it has very little to do. It's almost the polar opposite. It's a very grounded, very real movie.
Going back to your relationship with Clea, she actually said she was a little hard on you when you first worked together in But I'm a Cheerleader. And how has it kind of changed working, between then and now with her?
Sorry, I'm sick. In the head. How did it change? I don't know. I guess mostly just, when you're a teenager, let's say you think you know everything. So, and I think part of being an adult is, you kind of become more curious about, you sort of become more interested in the people that you respect. I mean, sure, you still hate a lot of people. That's just part of life. But, I feel like when we were teenagers, we were both kind of like, listen, I know what's going on around here. And now that we're grown-ups, we're a little bit more, it's almost like we're more curious and thoughtful. But man, I mean, we did not waste our teenage years. Like, we definitely really lived those up. There was so much chain smoking on that set. It's a miracle that we're standing. And there was significantly less on the set of The Intervention.
Well, it's a relationship intervention, that's happening in the movie. And if you could go back and request for a relationship intervention in your past relationships, which one would you pick?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've made so many bad choices in my life. It's almost a life defined almost entirely by bad choices. And yet, I'm totally fine now. So, just goes to show you can really have some bad relationships and be just fine. Remember that if you're heartbroken. You're going to be okay, I mean, it could be really bad, and you're still going to be okay. You just got to get through it. So, there were definitely relationships I've needed intervention. And also definitely situations where, when you start apologizing, like, I'm so sorry to be talking to you about my relationship again, it's probably a good time to get out. And also if you're in a situation like Star 80, that's also a situation you want to exit from.
Well, what about San Francisco? I mean, did you have any excitement? How many times you've been here plenty of times for BFG, premiered here at Frameline as well, and you came out for the But I'm a Cheerleader Q&A at one point with that entertainer, Peaches Christ. But I mean, how exciting has it ever gotten for you in San Francisco?
I'm crazy about it here. With Peaches Christ, Joshua Grinnell, I did All About Evil here, and I loved that experience. And we premiered the movie here at the Castro, and our wild night of Peach's show of But I'm a Cheerleader that really felt super John Watersy. Seeing But I'm a Cheerleader on a big screen. It's like, it hasn't been that many years, but it really feels like there's something about film and the 90s and that crackle and those bright colors that really felt it was a pretty wild evening. I don't know. I think there's something really specifically great about San Francisco, that it's a completely in the know as like a major city, yet seems to there's a absence of like obsession with superficial stuff that seems to really plague other big cities. But maybe that's just because I'm a visitor, and so I don't see the seedy underbelly of, just how superficial it is or something. But it definitely feels like there's more, acceptance of people as they are here or something.